pole sitter going to lead the first, or not going to lead the first lap, but he's going to lead them out. And Stremme trying to lead the first lap of the duel here. He looks like he's going to pretty clearly get that one.
Look at my totally legal car go.
Yeah, that's for Hendrick Motorsports, David Stremme. He had a solid season at JTG last season and finds himself at Hendrick. As here comes the part-timer Grant Enfinger to the bottom, making his debut in the series. I don't know what a Vocaloid is, but it's on his car.
And Yamaha.
Yeah, the Yamaha, they make the pianos. I know them. Got the Rockwell 14, Eric Darnell to the outside, and then to the inside, it's the 32 with a new driver, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Scott Wimmer piloted that car full-time last season, but now he's full-time cup racing on Sundays. And then we got a rookie over here. Two rookies, actually, Chris Buescher and Timothy Peters. Chris Buescher, a very young rookie for Joe Gibbs Racing. Really a risk to put him in a car like this, but he's going to get to the lead of the field here in the NASCAR kart racing GameStop 02. That's another expansion car this season. The 39 is as well. Timothy Peters in the Valvoline car for Gillette Evernham, who went from 1 to 3 cars in the State Farm Series over the offseason. Then here's Johnny Sauter, also Season 2 with his team, JTG Racing, now partially owned by NBA player Brad Daugherty, and switched to Toyota over the offseason from Ford.
Yeah, and behind that we got Bobby Gerhardt with a new number.
Yeah, the number 5 for Joe Gibbs Racing. It's his classic number he's used in the ARCA Century 21 series for some time. And then Danny O'Quinn Jr., the rookie for Yates Racing, who is expanding down to State Farm this season. They downsized in Cup, but added one car in State Farm. Had none last season. They are now 3 wide for the lead. Marco Andretti is going to take it. He's back for year 2 with Green Andretti Racing. And I believe the 3 transfer spots are right here. Or there's actually 4. And I think it would be Castle, Kluver, O'Quinn, and I believe Brian Keselowski in that 30 car is an open car. So we're going to come to 2 to go, with Landon Castle leading the field for the fledgling Rick Ware Racing. They were only part-time last season. Now they're full-time with 2 cars this season. White flag for Landon Castle and Todd Kluver in the 13. Kluver with Thor Sport Racing for year 2, had a part-time schedule last season, running part-time again this season in the Fun Sand car.
It might be under pressure, though.
Yeah, he has got Brian Keselowski. Brian Keselowski was in Cup last season, barely only qualified for 1 race. Now he's down to State Farm, and he got the pole for the Daytona 500 last season. He's trying to do it again in the lower series. Brian Keselowski leading the 42 and the 99. Ryan Truex and Scott Dixon. Brian Keselowski takes it and will get the pole for the Hershey's Kissables 300.
What a run for Germain.
Here's TJ Bell and Jason Leffler, both running it back for their teams. Same can be said for Johnny Benson. Justin Allgaier entering his first full-time season, Richard Childress Racing. Then Ron Hornaday Jr., who choked the championship last season, and AJ Allmendinger doing some bushwhacking. Ron Hornaday Jr. really had maybe the choke of the century last season. I don't know how you even managed that one. I'm going to be real. He had like a massive points cushion. Somehow fumbled it. Anyways, enough
Almirola
about fraud.
too.
Yeah, enough about that fraud. We got a couple bushwhackers, AJ Allmendinger, Martin Truex Jr., but TJ Bell for Roush Fenway Racing, defending championship team, is going to lead him off. Yeah, you got 2 Roush cars up here. Martin Truex Jr. bushwhacking a bit. Drives for Red Bull in the Cup Series, driving for their alliance team, Michael Waltrip Racing in this series, and he's got 2 Red Bull cars behind him. Look at that power. That's brand synergy right there. Got Colin Braun and Scott Speed as Eric Amarola leads Scott Speed as they are 3 wide, pretty deep through the field here. On the bottom, it's David Gilliland, who had a pretty rough season in Cup last season, moved down to State Farm full time. And behind him is the 77 of John West Townley. Last season ran for Germain Racing, was fired by them in the offseason and picked up by Team Penske. So interesting to see how that one's going to play out.
Good case of falling upwards.
Yeah, an interesting movement there. He actually was not the initial driver that Penske signed for that car. They originally tapped veteran Sterling Marlin, but he was apparently washed. As Eric Almirola leads this field, and he has been up front the whole race, and it's kind of hard to stay up front the super speedways, but Eric Almirola's been doing it tonight.
Good car as well.
Yeah, that Roush car. He's
Power.
just rolling the lanes up here. He started in the Cup Series last season, but got moved down to State Farm, did his last half of the season there, showed some promise, and stays in that car, but is going to run a full-time season out in the 16. As you see, rookie Justin Lofton for Thor Sport Racing, as well as rookie Jeremy Petty. 3 rookies on the bottom trying to do something. What a duel. I can't believe they kept it together those final couple laps there. What a race.